Good morning, and thank you for joining us for another edition of Coffee with Tom and Joanne. I'm Joanne Taranto.
And I'm Tom Matthews. And today, Joanne and I wanted to talk about what we do to kind of stay sane when the market gets crazy. And for us, the crazy time typically runs between April 1st and like the end of September.
Mhm.
So, Joanne, like, what is your kind of go-to relief for when you're working 15-hour days?
Oh my gosh. So this is such a good, timely topic. But what I love to do is prioritize time for me. And the way that I do that is I like to set aside, 30 to 60 minutes a day to do something for me.
Mhm.
Now, I would love to say that I work out 60 minutes every day, but life gets in the way.
Yep.
I try to budget in a minimum of 30 minutes of physical activity.
Yep.
So whether that is doing some cardio, some weightlifting, even just stretching
Yep.
is a great outlet for me. It gives me that like mind, muscle, body connection, and it's a way for me to let out some aggression. Like if I
Yep.
need to do some hard, hit a high intensity interval training. But I have always been a competitive athlete, and I love to just allow myself the time to take care of my body
Yep.
during the day because it's important to me.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
What about you?
I've found it too. And, it coincides nicely as our kind of busy season lines up with the best weather here in Massachusetts and the longest days.
Yes.
So I will typically get up at 4:50, 5 o'clock in the morning
You're
and
an
go out
early
and walk.
riser.
Yeah, just go out and walk. I love to walk, maybe do a walk run, try and get an hour. I live in Concord Center, and right outside of where I live, there's a big hill called Nashotah Hill. And so I'll just walk up there, just get the heart pumping. And that's one way that I'm able to kind of get that relief.
Yeah.
The other thing I
Clear
like to
your
do,
head.
yeah, clear my head. The other thing is like my wife, my kids, and I, we homestead a lot. So we have chickens. We're putting together a garden and just putzing around the yard for a half hour, just do something, jump in, take a quick shower, and then go off for more appointments.
Yeah.
You guys have a pretty good garden, Joanne, don't you?
We do. My husband has an incredible green thumb. Thank you, Donnie.
Yeah.
He is the plant master. So we actually we built some garden beds in our backyard several years ago, and we've experimented with a lot of different things, but we have children that can eat tomatoes faster than we can grow them. And I feel like that's the one thing that people grow, and then they have so many of them that they like rot on their countertop. A lot of times in my house, they don't even make it inside.
Yes. Yeah.
But what I try to do, in addition to having some physical activity every day, is I try to set aside time that I can be with the kids specifically. So the best time of day for me, is usually like that 4 to 6 p.m. time where we can be like the longer days where we can be outside. Especially with the way the market is right now, I have some flexibility to set aside that time. Do I get it every day? No, I don't. But I try to be home for bedtime every single night. I really try not to miss bedtime. And if I do take evening appointments, it's great with the advent of Zoom. I can put my kids to bed and then I can hop on and have a nice, meaningful conversation. But I think technology has really helped us to alleviate some of the stress of the travel part of our job, because connecting with people in this way is in our stream of consciousness right now is very normal.
It's very normal, and it's very important because and it's interesting for our children because the cycle is Joanne and I have been working together for 18 years. So the cycle is pretty normal. Like in January, we sit around in our sweatpants eating bonbons, and we have all the time in the world. And then as May rolls around, it's like people want to sell, people want to buy, and we're just working. And it's like a shock to the kids.
Yeah.
Like my kids say to me, "Daddy, are you ever going to be around?" And I'm like, "Well, I've just been around for the last 6 months. So now I have to work for the next 6 months,
right.
so that I can be around for the 6 months after that."
Yeah.
So, but it's fun. We love what we do. We
Yeah.
love helping people sell. We love helping people buy. And it's just it's very rewarding profession.
And I think, having that time to clear your mind whether so hopefully this summer I might have some time to swim some laps,
Yeah.
and I'll fit that in around what's best for my clients, right?
Yep.
So there's what's good for me, which is very important, of course, but there's what's good for my clients. And I'm in a business where I'm providing a service. So I will make sure that I schedule that time. And sometimes there's not enough time for working out, and it's just, I take a shower and I take a long shower, and then maybe I meditate for a few minutes before bed. And,
Yep.
if that's all I get, I'm still taking care of me, which
Yeah.
is how I can be the best at what I do.
Awesome. Awesome, Joanne. Well, this was great. Great for clients, again, to get to know us a little bit better. So thank you for watching Coffee with Tom and Joanne. I'm Tom Matthews.
And I'm Joanne Taranto. Cheers.
Cheers.